What's going on? This is David from Elevated Physical Therapy and Fitness. Today we're going to do the anterior hip opener. We went over this in the knee workshop class, but this is to help mobilize that hip joint a little bit here. We're going to be using a super band. This black one's relatively light, so you might need a bigger one. I recommend having a foam pad just to kneel on if you're on a harder surface like this. You want to get that band all the way up into that groin, right at the hip joint. Step forward, get that tension on that band, and you want this band at about hip height so it's pulling relatively straight, okay? And I'm gonna come here, I'm really driving through the glute, and I'm pulling that hip joint back, okay? That's giving the sensation of the stretch to the hip flexor, but also a little bit of joint mobilization. It's pulling that femur back in the hip joint and letting that glide happen. If you're trying to get more quad stretch in here as well, right, you can reach back and get that pulled up at the same time. If you're somebody who cramps, you might want to be careful. The hamstring might cramp up on you when you're, especially when you're lifting it up. So be careful doing this one. And also, it's a pretty aggressive stretch. So if you don't have a super lengthy quad and it's not something that you've spent a decent amount of time stretching already, you might not want to get into this, okay? But you're gonna hold that for about a minute, maybe up to 2, depending on how it feels, and then back off of there. You can do that 1 to 2 times, 3 times maybe, and you can test and retest by doing a squat just before, right? So this will help that mobility, help you get down deeper into that squat, okay? Give that a try. Let me know what you think.